work the reserves have done so far for them. The bench comes in, and they've been big, giving the starters a much-needed break. They've come in, and they've contributed.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, their D wasn't a disaster, but they can improve on it. They lacked energy out there and have given up a lot of good shots. They got to defend with more passion in the second half.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jazz leading by 3. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. It's 2-on-1. For the tie. Utah with the rebound.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflection.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
So it's the Clippers now. George finds Beverly. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Conley.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Now, here's George following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Leonard for the tie. Hangs on the trifecta. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
George against Mitchell. Fires from deep. O'Neal misses.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Passes it to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
The Jazz have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he knocks down the first one.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Beverly. Gobert brings the double team. Zubac against O'Neal. Here's Leonard. Zubac the pass to Morris. Outside, George down to 5 on the shot clock. Over O'Neal. George, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass. Beverly's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Conley, and the shot goes in. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Leonard looking around. Again, Los Angeles.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. There's the pass to Gobert. Kicks to Mitchell. It counts, and the foul. That one on George.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Mitchell against George. Dishes it to Beverly. He kicks to Leonard. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris. The rebound by the Jazz. Outside Conley. The dish to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Over Beverly. The Jazz again can't hit it. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Over Mitchell. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ingles against George. Conley with it. 13 points in the game. Knocks it loose. Leonard against Mitchell. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Mitchell. Excellent D there from George. Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. They get it again. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac is the Clippers in the lead. Now Mitchell. He's got 29 points. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Beverly against Conley. He dishes it to Gobert. Goes up on the wing. Another miss by Utah.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And George gets it to go. George has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, Paul George can get very shifty even with that kind of frame, and he fights his way through the contact.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Stolen by Zubats. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And that one, good. And now a 5-point Clipper lead. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the first time out of the game called for Utah.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Clarkson. Another miss by Utah.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Morris with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jazz trail by 7. Now here is Conley. He's got 13. And it's good for 2. Conley's got 15. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Beverly against Conley. And it's Beverly missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Now, here is George. 14 points for him. Fires from the line. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Clarkson against George. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Now, here is George. Beverly, the pass to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jazz trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Conley. And he connects with the jumper.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Now, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And it's Conley penetrating. Good on the bucket. And that's 19 points for Mike Conley.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Pass to Leonard. Clarkson against Morris. Back to Leonard. No good. And it's Utah the other way. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Here's George. He's got 16. Leonard attacking. Jazz trail by 5. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. That shot off. George with the defensive effort.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Free throw good for Morris. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Now here's Conley. 19 points in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Jazz trail by 8. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Clarkson passes to Favors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
For Utah, they have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one falls for Favors.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And so Favors nails both of them. Los Angeles leading by 6. Favors brings the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Jazz trail by 6. Passes to Clarkson. Now Ingles. Outside Conley. Pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Utah the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Traps in the tray.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from George.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Clarkson against George. Puts up a 3. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the board from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. So on the floor for Utah, O'Neal is out there with Favors. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Conley. And it's Clarkson in at the two-guard position. Now here's Zubats. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And at last they get one to fall. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. The Jazz shooting at a decent 44% clip here. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson.